Twitch has reached 1984. All right, guys, I'm checking my watches. I'm checking all my watches. All right, I pick up my phone. I look at the time. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 9:38. Some people will say, as of the date of this recording, that it's 9:38 p.m. Eastern time on March 12th. That's wrong. It's 12:39 Eastern time, March 12th, and not 2021. Sorry, and not 2022, but in 1984. We've reached it, all right? Who wrote the book? J.R.R. Ornbuckle, who wrote the book Orwell, 1952. It's a book about when the government does stuff. It's exactly what's happening now. But the government is allowing stuff to happen. And that is censorship on the grandest scale that we've seen thus far. All right. And Twitch has been ramping up. They've been ramping up the censorship. First, you can't show bare booby. Second, you can't be butt-ass naked in a kiddie pool. Third, you can't drink yourself to death on stream. Fourth, I can't use every slur that I want. All I wanted to do was go to Wikipedia, to the Wikipedia article of all racial slurs, and just read them out for chat. I thought it would be great stream content. Twitch has taken this from us, and now they're taking even more. Literally censoring Wikipedia. How much more censorship can you get than the World Wide Web site that is wikipedia.com? It's a heck of a world that we're living in. It's a heck of a world. Listen, because Twitch is putting through a law that will stop the spread of misinformation. That's how they say it. You said you finished the meme? Give me the meme. Give me meme. Was that it? Wait. Well, I'm getting banned. Yeah, all of you guys are getting banned. Real. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Good job. Great work out there. I'm proud of you. Truly, this is what praxis looks like if you didn't know. It took so much work you didn't know. I think it's good. I like it. I like it. You're posting misinfo. He's not that tall. You're right. We're gonna get banned. Oh, you removed the overlay? Oh, well, sick. Nice work. Wait, we have a better one. Wait, the removed overlay dropped. Whoa, nice work. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Here, I'll bookmarkify it. Let me give this to stream chat. Real. Stream chat, here you go. No overlay just dropped. No overlay just dropped. Real picture. Real meets real. Thank you. I appreciate you. How freaking sick. Let's take a look. The Twitch live streaming site, beloved by video gamers, on Thursday, said I created new rules aimed at clamping down on egregious purveyors of misinformation. Now, this takes me to the nope. Now, the reason for why this is being done, it's not only for our like right-wing dweebs that we know of off the top of our head. Here, go ahead, chat. Give me a righty who's just out there spreading misinformation. Can I have that? Can I see that? Who is it? You got anybody that comes to mind when you think of or anybody really? Not a right-winger. Sorry. Give me a name of someone who's been spreading a gigaton of misinformation out there on Twitch specifically. Lecture Fan, Infrared, Tucker Carlson's not on Twitch, but I appreciate the attempt. The dude Dylan always has on. So true. Tim Pool isn't on Twitch, but I appreciate you. Housen. Some people will even say Housen Pecker. You think Stardust is posting misinformation? I can't comment on that one. Listen, it's not just in our circle that we know of off the top of our head who posts misinformation. Actually, if you didn't know, YouTube is typically one step ahead of a lot of other streaming and content hosting services when it comes to their policy of misinformation. They're ahead of Twitch. I know that much. Because for quite a long time actually, extremists find financial lifeline on Twitch. There were QAnon supporters. I'm talking about the people who would be streaming themselves going down to Texas waiting for the second coming of President Kennedy to wake up, travel the US in 7 days, crown Donald Trump the God King Emperor of the universe, and then die again. I'm not lying to you. That's exactly what a lot of them were trying to do. All right. And after being kicked off of places like Twitch and Twitter, after being kicked off places like YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, they were able to find a lifeline with money and the ability to still post a lot of the things that they wanted to on Twitch because there was no real mechanism for them to be kicked off for the things that they were spreading. Now, Twitch has been trying to crack down on this a lot. And finally, it seemed like they've done it. JFK, wake up, wake up, wake up. The storm is coming. The storm is here. JFK, we need you. It was the wildest thing in the world to see them make their like Dr. Bubbles, to make their Dr. Bubbles bleach concoction on Twitch and then be like, hey boy, blood boiling. Give me a sip of that. My Windex, bleach, Dr. Bubbles, Tide, witch's brew that they'd make up in their basement that they all take sips from to cure them from the golden chalice. They all met on Donald Daters, which was a real site. If you didn't know, Donald Daters was real. If you weren't here last stream, you would have known about everybody's beloved Donald Trump right-wing dating site, Donald Daters. And they all got together with this, all right? This is what they did. We even looked at some of these types of people, anti-vaxxers, conspiracy theorists and the like, just being able to thrive on Twitch. Seemed like they're finally taking a stand. The company, acknowledging the real-world harms that could come from its rapidly expanding influence, said it would prohibit harmful misinformation, super spreaders who persistently share misinformation on or off Twitch. So that's the really interesting thing when it comes to Twitch's TOS, is that it doesn't just tackle people who are on Twitch, it tackles people who are on or off Twitch, right? So basically, and you'll hear like a lot of your streamers talk about this every now and again, the fact that even if they do something on Twitter or YouTube that isn't really connected to Twitch in any way, shape, or form, one rule that's out there is that you can't like bully another streamer or put them down in like a bullying consistent manner, whether that be on or off Twitch, especially if you do something like that on Twitter. You clip for it. A recent example of this, honestly, do you guys remember the guy who was like going after Pokimane? You remember that when that happened, where like Ninja got involved and a lot of other streamers got involved, and this guy posted that picture to like make fun of Pokimane, that like picture of her without any makeup on. Remember that? So that happened off of Twitch, but he got a permanent suspension specifically because he did that to another Twitch partner, which doesn't matter who it really is, right? Sorry, my bad. Got myself tongue twisted there. One moment. It doesn't really matter what platform it's on. If you do it and they find out about it, you're getting banned for it. The one where she looked like a normal woman, like she always does. Yeah, but she looks like a woman with like makeup, and that's cringe. You ever seen a woman without makeup on? I haven't, because it doesn't exist. Women were born with makeup. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows this, and only feminist LGBT cancel culture cringe lords will try and tell you any different. Many people are saying this. Twitch will take down channels that meet a handful of criteria. To fall afoul of the new policy, users must be persistently sharing harmful misinformation that has been widely debunked, the company said, adding that it had selected these criteria because selected these criteria because taken together, they would create the highest risk of harm, including inciting real-world harm. And so this doesn't just talk about people who are sharing conspiracies that have like a level of truth to them, but we're not really sure where it is. We're talking about like incredibly widely debunked normal things, like a lot of vaccine hesitancy or a lot of vaccine misinformation that you push, like it's going to turn you to an interior crocodile alligator, as some people have unironically said, or that it'll kill you, or that it'll give you like heart problems or something, right? That's the type of stuff that they're talking about that they're going to clamp down on, which I'm incredibly happy about. That's exactly what we need. Maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. That's not true. She was always born with it. Women were born with makeup. Is BX Bullet on Twitch? I can't stand here. I don't know anything about BX Bullet. Oh shit, someone tell Haas. Yeah, that's true. With a lot of guys coming out with a lot of shit about Ukraine and Russia, I'd like to see where that goes. I'd love to see where that goes, honestly, because you know what's going to be happening soon? People like that, the Kremlin Gremlin, Moscow Munchkins, and the rest of them, Glenn Greenwald specifically, are going to be on and off Twitch spreading misinformation. They're going to be basically doing the WMD meme again. If you haven't seen it, people like Glenn Greenwald are claiming that Ukraine is harboring weapons of mass destruction that they were using to take down Russia, And that's the reason why Russia and that's why the Russian invasion of Ukraine is so justified. People are unironically pushing that. And now, instead of us having to be forced to go through it, now we can just take them out. Now Twitch can they can suss them out without any ifs, ands, or buts about it, because it's actually in their rule set. I honestly think that these companies have been doing a really good job with their recent TOS. That's just me. You guys can tell me what you guys think, but I genuinely think that Facebook's been doing a better job. Twitter's been doing doing a much better job. I think YouTube honestly has been doing a much better job as well when it comes to a lot of this type of stuff. Yeah, they get sussed. They get sussed. Their channels get glassed. It's a sad meme. It's a sad state of affairs we're in. Poor babies. I think it's very pop. Yeah, like YouTube tightening up their guidelines got Stefan Molyneux and Fuentes fucking banned, which I think is incredible. That's an incredibly good thing. And now their relevance has been hampered to a degree that I like. It's very good. You can see, I mean, and who else was it? Richard Spencer got sussed. Jared Taylor got sussed. More like KKK and white nationalist sympathizers, supporters, and founders being kicked off of the platform. I think that's amazing, right? And the thing is, like, it's needed. We don't want to tolerance paradox ourselves into a box to where these people are the ones that are able to run rampant and spread misinformation, because we can do as much as we can to spread like good words, but there's a much different conversation to be had when it comes to simple disagreements and someone simply just lying. You can't reason with that type of person. That person has no care for what they say or why they say it. What they care about is pushing a narrative, and that's basically it. When it comes to this, no normal streamer is going to get hurt with his TOS. I mean, lots of people said that like Twitch changed their TOS specifically for like politics frogs. When it comes to depicting and when it comes to depicting like terrorist organizations, and we thought that we were going to get like all of our accounts banned. Nothing really came from it, but some people were banned. A lot of those people were like playing ISIS recruitment videos. So I think that was great that they got kicked off. This really won't come back to bite us unless you're someone who posts misinformation. Then I can completely understand how you'll be upset here. I can get it. And the thing that people are really upset about is the fact that when this came down, there were a decent amount of right-wing accounts that got bipped. Those ones got sussed a little bit. Poor babies. I feel bad. I don't really. It is funny. Misinformation is a key area of interest right now amid the Russian invasion of Ukraine. We've seen video game footage be passed off of real live war. One developer has pleaded with people not to use the game for a false purpose. So yes, if you remember, people were unironically trying to pass off Arma 3 gameplay as fighting in Ukraine. So these posts are not like small 5-like posts. I think the biggest post that I saw had 15,000 likes. Arma 3 gameplay. Now it was nearing the beginning of it was around like the beginning of the war, but even like a week after, I saw some people still passing around 300, 400 like posts of just straight up Arma 3 gameplay of like warships fighting planes. And they're like, look at the brave Ukrainian, or like, look at the brave Russian soldiers finally taking to those stinky Ukrainians. I'm like, bro, what's happening? And so that type of stuff being taken down, I think is a godsend. That's really good. We can't just sit here and just pass on lies to each other. It won't work out. It won't work out. It's not going to end up as good as you think that it will. A lot of the people that think that this is a problem, I promise you, none of them will get hurt. Nope, probably no one that they watch will get hurt, unless you're someone who actively engages in spreading misinformation, conspiracy theories, and lies that you know are wrong, or you did not take into the due diligence to figuring out whether they are wrong or not to fit your narrative. That's disgusting. People like Jimmy Dore would get clipped with this. And you know what? Godspeed. I honestly think that he deserves it. I truly do. Because if you guys remember, not only is he a 9/11 denier, he's like a Building 7 proves that this was an inside job denier. Remember the Los Angeles shooting? He also believes that there should have been a pile of bullet casings 4 feet tall in the entire apartment building that the guy was shooting from. And the fact that that wasn't there, and the hot bullet cases didn't burn the entire building down, is proof that there's something fishy going on. Insane shit. This is not a movie. It's not a movie. Apparently he can't separate that in his mind. Vaccine denialism. I think it's pretty good that we finally have some laws coming through. Some, not laws, still 1984 memeing. I think it's great that we have some regulation coming through from our platforms to finally do something about this, because we can talk about it as much as we want. Whether that be fascists, conspiracy theorists, liars, cheaters, they never cared about the truth. They never have, they never will. It doesn't matter to them. What matters to them is pushing a concrete narrative based on bunk or faulty grounds for their own personal, financial, or social gain. And I'm glad that it's being kicked off of Twitch. This is relevant, the kind of free speech stuff people are fighting for. 622 slurs censored. Give me 1 second. Well, I mean, this is a Channel 5 video. Here's a lady giving her giving her pitch for why you should be on Gab.
Why should I get on Gab?
It's free speech. Now, if you don't like something, move along. If you want to say something,
What's something I could say on Gab that I couldn't say anywhere else?
Fuck you.
Boy, do I love my free speech. She took the bait. Took her 3 seconds. The thing is, she wasn't thinking about what exactly to say. She was thinking about which slurs that I need to say. Here, these are the important ones. She started doing strings. she had to load them up really quick. This
meme is very real.
Like she knew exactly what you wanted to say. Doesn't Gab ban leftists? Yes, they do. Gab does ban leftists. Gab and Parler both ban left-wing people, leftists, people making jokes. They ban porn. They ban anything lewd. They ban you saying anything bad about like religion. Yeah, incredible free speech. You saying anything bad about Donald Trump? Wow, such free speech platforms. But hey, listen, Gab may not allow you to say anything bad about Donald Trump, all right? But you know what it does allow you to say?
Why should I get on Gab?
It's free speech. Now, if you don't like something, move along. If you want to say something,
What's something I could say on Gab that I couldn't say anywhere else?
Fuck you, bitch. You can also say, hey, I question the moon landing.
What a sales pitch. You can say fuck on Twitter. You can say heck, shoot, and freak on Twitter. That's true. I say bitch regardless. It's almost like you can say bitch on Twitter. I like how Marjorie talks about free speech and harasses shooting survivors. Yes. Ugh. Yes. Remember that when she was like tailing David Hogg throughout like DC? Also, I see you, Pixel. I think we're gonna leave that one censored. Why can't I say slurs?